my friends. This is Bob from BBD, Fast and Furious, on this cold and overcast day. Kind of gives you the chills, but it's kind of warmer than it actually suggests. And here's what we got, folks. My head continues to swing in amazement at what some of our states that are ruled by the ruling party are up to, right? In the and with so many other issues that are in hand here. 20 years after failed attempt, UP again plans law to control religious places. Over and above. Then further, now Gujarat, who plans an anti-love jihad law. Everybody wants to be in this game. Now here I find this a little diabolical plan, right? It says will approach only Hindu families for Ram Temple Fund VHP. This kind of puts a lot of us in kind of a precarious position. Will we be called anti-national if we don't contribute, if we're Hindus? Because I'd rather take my money and put it where it gets a big bang for the buck, for the poor, the homeless, the people who need to be fed. That is if I had the money, right? Here's another nice one. A Hindu will never be anti-national. Bhagwat at launch of book on Gandhi. Now this is kind of strange, folks. We have our Jai Chands of our history. Well, are they anti-national? But here's an important part, right? Just note this. Consider how Baniyas tell us a different story about the past. The first time this caste transformed India was in the 18th century when traders supported the East India Company to make colonialism possible. So guys, the people who helped the British Raj establish itself in India were Hindu Baniyas. How did they do it? Through lubricating and providing their financial networks to the Raj. And this is part of history that we should know. So, well, here's another case of Hindus being anti-national. I don't know, man. And also, there are enough evidence that a lot of the spies who fed secrets in the 1965 war, right up to now, to Pakistan, most of the people who get caught are also Hindus. So it's a kind of a blatantly false statement to say that if you're a Hindu, you're not anti-national. What about all the guys that have raped India in terms of not paying taxes, in terms of fraud, in terms of all these companies that are now lying defunct in banks? I don't find anybody any other than the Hindu-controlled trade, my friends. Okay, not trying to appropriate Bapu, says Bhagwat. Now that's kind of strange. Bapu belongs to all. We continue our tryst with beating up on people who are just so much weaker. Dalit youth stabbed to death. New Year party, 9 detained. This is in Gujarat. VHP continues along its belligerence way. VHP rally through a village in MP leaves empty homes, damage and fear in its wakes. A Supreme Court judge says, ex-Supreme Court, house demolition absolutely illegal. I'm not sure why that was allowed. What does the PM say? Pandemic forced people to value migrant workers. So only, as he says, force people to value. What about the government? What about the BJP? What about the people in power? Don't they still value the migrant workers from this statement? Obviously not, and they don't really care. We are expected to care and take care. What do we have here? Australia tweaks anthem to recognize indigenous history. It's about time, I think, because I have a lot of friends from the Northeast who complain that our national anthem does not reflect India as it is. Which time we lobbed Sindh off and got some states like Assam and Manipur and Nagaland into our national anthem. What do we have here with the farmers? 866 academics, including 7 VCs, back new farm law. Well, academics will obviously back the new law, but in the meantime, obviously, because they're armchair analysts, and there's obviously something right in it, right? Cups resolve to intensify their stir. Oops. They are here for the long haul, folks. Farmers, unions to escalate agitation, unions to make big announcements on their next plan on action. Today, government stumped, meet demands on January 4th or face stronger stir. Cups in Haryana announce boycott. And watch this tape, man. They are here for the long haul, folks.
देखो भाई पंजाबियों ने ट्यूबवेल ला लिया अपने समर्सिबल मोटर पा का अपना पानी का हिला करने लग रहे हैं अपने का यो नहीं होते 6 महीने भी उठते हैं होर और जिस हिसाब तेन प्रशासन पड़ा है जो फैसला होने के बाद भी ना 6 महीने होर उठा देख लो।
हाँ वो कभी मोदी देख ले फटाफट कर दे सेट
देख ये भी तो पानी वाले बोर करे पता नहीं क्या क्या कर लेंगे पंजाबी
कोठी भी पै लेनी उरी
इन्हें पक्के जोड़ देने जगाड़ भाई मान जो भी देख लो बड़े सिर वाले ओ अमित साहब तगड़े तो भी मान जा